Welcome to Talent Pop Podcast, where we will provide tips and strategies for success in sales, networking, marketing, and business. We will be learning from real stories that will inspire you to unlock your potential, discover your talents, and develop the confidence to take action on your biggest dreams. We are focused on empowering women to connect their passions with their purpose to find true fulfillment. It's time to pop off, queens! Pop off, queens! Hi, this is your host, Amanda O'Connell, and this is Talent Pop Episode 8. We are here with Samantha, Sammy B. So Samantha Boyle, she has been with us here at Recruiter Boom for a couple of years now.
On my LinkedIn, it says 2 years, 5 months.
Oh my gosh.
Exciting.
So
crazy.
You just passed your 2-year anniversary.
Yeah.
Sam, like many of our folks here, started out as an intern, learning the recruiting side of the business, hopped over into marketing, really dove into marketing and has really been helping us just with all aspects of marketing and managing that and everything we've been doing there. And now we are kind of in a transition phase at Recruiter Boom. So we have some new developments we'd like to talk about and kind of like a new launch we're working on right now. And as, you know, Sam grows in her career, we've been talking about, you know, just your goals in general and where you're going and all the exciting things that you're doing and learning. And so we always love to do like one-on-ones with all of our employees and just, you know, chatting about growth in the future. And so we kind of got into that and we'll talk more about that on this episode as to kind of where Recruiter Boom's going and what's happening, what we're launching, as well as kind of what Sam's been doing and where she's going in her journey as well. So welcome.
Thanks
so much for being here.
I'm excited. This is so fun. I've been on the backside of looking at the podcast for a little bit now, so it's fun to be on. Very exciting. Yeah, my journey with Recruiter Boom, 2 years, crazy. It feels like it went by so quickly because all we do is just have fun and work hard. So the time just flies by. But yeah, I started off, like Amanda said, as an intern. I came in as a recruiting intern. I went to Emerson, which is the school that Amanda went to.
Yes.
So I found out about Recruiter Boom through common connections. I had no idea what the recruiting process was. So I kind of just jumped in with a really great intern class. We always cultivate some really fun intern classes. And I did recruiting for a couple months, and then I think like halfway through my internship program, I thought I kind of want to dive back into marketing. That's where my major is. That's where I get to flex a lot of my creative muscles. So I thought, jump back in, do some marketing projects, get myself on camera, do some editing, and then that's what I did. And then since then, I got hired on the next summer as the marketing manager, and we've just been doing fun new projects and stuff, having the world see what Recruiter Boom is and how we can help people in the staffing and recruiting community. And then now, with the new project coming up, we're kind of switching gears, and I'm switching gears as well in my focus towards a more RB digital marketing focus on the recruiting side. So that's really the big initiative we want to talk about today. And also just like I can relate to so much of your journey because we both have these marketing backgrounds, this like passion for creativity and marketing and how can we tie that all together, and then seeing, like, you know, obviously this is Talent Pop, we talk about talent, seeing your talent and where you shine and how could we make the most of that. And I think like RB Digital is the perfect opportunity to do that. So what is RB Digital? It is our marketing arm or division of Recruiter Boom. So really it's focused on, you know, working with creative individuals, placing all those types of jobs, from graphic designers to UX, UI designers, content, social media, digital marketing, SEO, SEM, all anything and everything.
Stuff. Yeah. So that's really what Sam is going to help us spearhead, and I think she's the perfect person to do it because she's been in our environment. You know, she knows the drill. She, she's been on a lot of our videos. You may have even seen her as Sammy B from RBD.
Oh,
so Sammy B is back.
Yeah.
and she's stronger than ever. So you're going to see a lot of just a lot coming through on RB Digital. So if you guys are wondering what that is all about, that is our major launch, or relaunch, I should say, of that division of our company. So we're super excited, and we have a very strong team we're going to be coming out of the gate with. So that's our major project right now and our major announcement. So we're really excited about that, and just like who we have on board with that, which is a very strong team. And yeah, so I think in terms of like timing with all of this, I wanted to touch a little bit on that and why we're kind of relaunching all this. Obviously, you guys have listened to some of the podcasts and watched our journey. We started out, as Recruiter Boom, only placing recruiters. That is what we do. That's what we're known for. We're still doing that, and it's very much a priority. It's a very strong, it's a strong aspect of our business. It's what our core business is. And we're still, like I said, our team is very strong, crushing deals, doing all that. This is now the perfect timing because we've had some recent growth, especially in New York City. We are really growing out that office, as well as Boston. We have a really strong TA team focused on, recruiting recruiters for the summer and beyond. So this is the perfect timing where we're able to now make another adjustment and say, hey, we're going to open up this side of the business and really do it well and do it with strength, just because now we have the manpower behind it to be able to be in the place to do that. And the market is obviously still super hot, so it's a great time for us to just be diving in full force with this side of the business and really giving it the TLC that it needs.
Yeah, and we're both really excited about it as well because we both have marketing backgrounds, and we are pretty much ecstatic to be able to connect with those type of people and help them out and find their dream positions.
Yep.
And I'm excited to just start connecting with people again because I've been the back scene of a lot of programs that we've been doing with Recruiter Boom, and now I get to start connecting with people, and so it's an exciting opportunity for me as well. So if you know of anybody who's looking for a marketing creative position, feel free to reach out to us. We're starting to source for candidates and clients as we speak.
Absolutely.
So feel free to
and
do
it's nice too because we're able to offer additional services to our existing clients. So we've been able to serve our existing clients, in Boston and beyond, like across the country, really, really well. And with strength and quality, and so we're able to now do that in another capacity. So we'll, the growth is exciting, and that's like obviously what we're excited about is being able to offer this additional, this additional division and be able to serve in the same way that we have always served. So let's dive into kind of what your day-to-day is going to look like, your responsibilities for your new role, and what are you're kind of a hybrid dual role of marketing, branding, as well as recruiting.
Yeah.
So.
It's exciting. I like it that way. I like to try out new and different things. And RB Digital, we're bringing it back. So we're kind of in a growth period, you might say, and we're building on brainstorming and figuring out how we want the program to work, doing more marketing initiatives, lots of promotion, so I'm focusing on those things, as well as I'm getting back into the recruiting game, and I'm going to be connecting with candidates and clients who are in the marketing and creative field. So yeah, if you're out there and you want to talk with me, you think, oh, she seems nice, I think that she would help me find some amazing marketing candidates for my team. That's true. So connect with me and I'll be able to set up some calls and meetings and we'll figure some stuff out.
Yeah, and I also want to add too, I think don't disregard the leadership mentorship aspect. You have a team now too, which is really exciting, and we're all going to be working together. Obviously, we're kind of like a flat organization, so we all are very collaborative and work together on this, but we're all always learning and growing at the same time.
Yes.
But now that you have this experience, so you can bring this to the table, help the team out, and then our team obviously will be continuing to grow too. So that will be exciting.
Very exciting. And mentoring is something that I didn't know was even going to be in my job description when I first started off in marketing. I just thought I was going to be doing some design work, and then we brought in two amazing interns, Sylvia and Diana, who just ended their internship and are graduating. Happy graduation, you guys! Congratulations, and they've been an amazing asset to the team, and we're wanting to continue continue building it. We're bringing in people from the New York office to focus on it as well. So it's just a lot of, it's an exciting thing, not just for the, marketing and creative community that need job opportunities, but for us as well, because we get to, build the company and build a whole new program.
Exactly.
And I get to be a part of it, which is just crazy.
Yeah, so building that arm of it, and then also helping people like build those skills too. So internally, I mean, obviously we have amazing talent coming in and bringing things to the table, but then we're able to kind of take it to another level and help them build their skills, in the recruiting, networking, relationship building, all that stuff too. So it's going to be exciting to see that happen too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's dive in a little bit to just any value you can provide to our audience in terms of like tips, like what you've seen, what's worked, and then also for like job seekers, folks that are creative individuals like yourself that are looking for positions. Like what advice can you help them with?
Yeah, well, I would like to preface with saying like marketing initiatives and tactics are different for every type of company. We're more like startup growth company, so what we do is just a lot of promotions and stuff and promoting our company and our value, whereas other companies might, they might do it differently because they've been set there for a while and they have like their ways. But I'll just talk about what we do, and I've learned on the go. As well, because I've taken it from my I've taken it from my internship and kind of failed in a lot of aspects, and I look back on it, and what someone told me something the other day, and it's like, if you're not embarrassed of like last year, then you're not making any progress.
Oh, that's so good. It's so true.
Yeah.
I think back to where I started, and I'm like, wow, that poor person I talked to at first, but now it's a completely different story.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like a lot of people can relate to that. So tips. Okay, I wrote down a couple. One of the things that we do a lot is continuous posting. We like to just make sure that everyone knows that we're active, we're here, we're ready to talk. We have open job orders that are exciting, and we like to place people quickly as well. So that's why we like to have an active promotional marketing tactic. At the same time, you kind of need to make sure you're mixing it up so it's not super bland and people are bored with how many times they're seeing the exact same thing. So I would suggest creative ideas like employee recognition. Make sure you're doing that to make your team happy, stuff like that. New and creative ways to make your designs look and pop on your screen. Pop off. We use that term quite a bit. Yeah, but also just get the rest of your company into the mix of your marketing programs as well, and get everyone involved. It's a good way it's a good way, because sometimes when you're not in the lead part of the company, which is a lot of recruiting, sometimes you're not being able to kind of access their creative ideas as well. So it's a good idea to connect with anyone on your team so they can bring insights that you might not have thought of.
Yeah.
So I always think that's a good tactic. Also, being adaptable. For a startup environment like ours, being adaptable is kind of essential because we're bringing in new projects all the time, like this podcast. Yeah. It was, we're on our 8th episode?
Yeah.
This is going to be the 8th episode.
Yeah.
So
flying through.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, keep up to date. Strong. So yeah, that's definitely something we've been focusing on recently, and we do website updates, we do merch orders, we do just digital, we do SEO. It's a lot of different tactics that we, utilize as a marketing program. So you need to make sure you're adaptable to all of the different tactics that you're going to be using.
I would say both internal and external. There's a lot going on internally with, like you said, recognition. I mean, that's a piece of marketing, and then even merchandise you were talking about, making sure that your internal folks are feeling appreciated and valued and celebrated and all that. So that's definitely a piece of marketing. And then what you're saying with the external marketing and the website and what people see, and I mean, there's just so much opportunity.
Being adaptable is just it applies to not just marketing professionals as well, especially I would say again in a startup environment. It's constant change, constant growth, and you want to grow with the company. You don't want to be stagnant. So it's a big part of what I like to bring to the team. Another thing is keep up to date with your design platforms, kind of freshen yourself up, whether it be Canva, InDesign, Photoshop, video editing platforms, anything like that. If you're well versed in a large amount of platforms, you're going to be indisposable for your any company that you're with. And also kind of it allows you to enhance your design platform and quality and performance in general, which is always going to be beneficial to obtaining a marketing or creative job opportunity. So just make sure that you're well-rounded, at least know like how to do the basics on some of the major design platforms would be a good idea. Another thing would be to keep your LinkedIn active. That's a huge part of what we focus on at Recruiter Boom, because we connect with a lot of our clients and candidates on LinkedIn. And when we're looking at someone, when we first connect with them, the first thing that we look at usually is their LinkedIn platform. So just, you know, have a photo that makes you like, I would suggest not having like a super like stiff photo and stuff where you look like you're not happy. Show like you're excited to get out into the workforce type of photo, something like that. And then, you know, just keep up to date and follow people in your like community, within your marketing, creative, recruiting, TA, sourcing.
And I think it's okay to show your personality, especially on the creative side. I mean, you get a lot of different personalities, and you know, you want to stand out a little bit. You don't want to go over the top, but I think it's important that you find a way to set yourself apart. You know, whether it's being creative on your own profile or your picture. And like you said, looking happy, you know, that definitely helps.
If you're looking for a job in the creative field as well, it's obvious you got to be creative. You got to come up with a platform that's going to stand out from the, you know, competitors when you're going for your job opportunities. Yeah, and the biggest thing I would just say connect. Make sure you're connecting with everyone in your industry who you want to be connected with and see a future with. It's always really important, and you'll see things come out of it. When I first started, my LinkedIn was nothing. Like, it was absolutely nothing. I had maybe like 5 people that I was following, and then within the first like 2 months that I started my internship, I had like 2,000 people following me, and I was way more active, and it was fun. Yeah, it was actually really fun. And on LinkedIn, you kind of just, you don't have to post with like the intent of like, like I have to make sure that this is like completely on my brand. You can post just fun, active things that you're doing, stuff that you're excited about, quick job orders, etc. So it's a tool that you can really utilize to be able to help you with like future job opportunities. For sure. It's like one of the biggest tools. And then my last thing would be to try different marketing tactics in general and try different marketing job opportunities, because marketing and like the creative profession is so broad. There's a million things that you could do. You could be in digital marketing, you could be in field marketing, you could be out there talking to people at display shows and events and stuff like that. Shout out to my parents.
Sam also has entrepreneurial blood. Her parents.
My parents were they did a trade show events company and stuff like that. So they're big marketers. Learned a lot from them. Hi, Mom and Dad.
You know they're watching.
Yeah, of course they are. And so I would get out there and see what like you're good at and what you're passionate about, and because there's a million different opportunities. Sometimes you could get into like a general digital marketing position and be sitting at the desk and doing a lot of editing and realize, wow, I really want to get out there and try something different and new, and then vice versa. Completely. Someone could be like, oh, I wish I could have been like more digitally creative and like come up with like fun new looks to things and stuff like that. And there's different marketing opportunities as well. There's like, you even listed them earlier when we were talking. There's like UX UI, there's copywriters, stuff like that.
And I would say like too, that makes me think about like not to get hung up on titles necessarily, and looking more at like the meat of the job, right? Or the type of company that it is. Like you said, your experience is going to be very different from a small company versus a big company. And like when you're comparing opportunities and you're seeing what's out there, like making a list of, we often tell our candidates to do this too, is make a list of the positives and negatives to each opportunity and look at the experience that you're getting within that particular company, and also like looking at the culture and the team, and like there's so many aspects of the opportunities, and that's what we can really help you get the inside scoop on in terms of our clients and typical clients that we work with. And like obviously we're selective, we talked about that in the last episode, but these are great tips.
Thank you. And if you need any more tips or just want advice about finding a job or anything like that, just reach out to us. We're a connection away.
Oh, and I would say too, portfolio, any tips on that? I mean, I think it's great to be prepared with having, especially for the creative and design positions, having that updated portfolio. Anything else that, you can think of?
Yeah, I mean, I think that like harkens back to the point about freshening up on all your design platforms and stuff like that, especially especially if you're looking for a design digital marketing type of job opportunity. You want to be able to present quality work.
Absolutely.
So yeah, you just keep up to date with those type of things and stuff, and put a variety of different types of posts, like infographics, video editing, simple like Facebook posts, stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's a myriad of different opportunities and different posts that you can be focusing on and put in your portfolio.
Yeah.
And it's all about, we even talked about this earlier, it's all about, putting yourself against somebody else's portfolio as well, so you got to be unique at the same time.
Definitely. Don't be afraid to stand out and shine.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, thank you so much. This has been awesome.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see where we go with this. I know we're going to do great things, and
it's very
thank you so much for listening and watching, and we'll catch you soon.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, pop off.
Pop off.